Hello and welcome to the Ralph Retort Rundown. I'm your host, Ethan Ralph, a.k.a. The Ralph, the owner and editor-in-chief of the RalphRetort.com. Today, I'm joined by Ian Erickson of NewMediaCentral.net, Seattle for Truth, the senior political correspondent for the RalphRetort.com, and Miss Nora Malik, the lovely and talented one. So, how are you doing? All.
I'm at war. I don't know about that. I don't know what
Launching grenades.
No, not literally, but like in terms of slamming them with articles.
Rhetorical war.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been like really just popping them out, like 5 a day. Not 5 a day, but a lot.
It's not like I even want to. Like I only write articles when I feel like this is something that needs to be reported on that you're not gonna like hear anywhere else unless I talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like a lot of stuff you write about. You're the first one to talk about it, a lot of it. So, all right, let's see. Speaking of that, today one of your articles got reprinted in InfoWars, and it was about
Prison Planet.
Yep, Prison Planet and InfoWars. That's correct. Let me see. Let me bring it up and I'll read some of it. It's already on the screen, but I gotta pull it up over here. Hopefully the computer doesn't freeze up like it just did. Another half show lost to the ether, but we'll do better this time, I'm sure. Anyway, more information. Let me read the title first. That'd probably be good. Multiple Black Lives Matter gunmen shot at car of black woman at Ferguson protest. More information has come out about the attempted murder of a driver who didn't see a BLM protester standing in the middle of a busy street in the middle of the night. The driver hit the BLM retard while other protesters attempted to block the car in, and then multiple peaceful protesters brandished guns and started shooting at the car, attempting to kill the driver, who turned out to be a black woman. Let me read this. It's from the City of Ferguson Media Department. City of Ferguson is where Mike Brown got shot, and they had a bunch of racial unrest. I think, was that 2015, right? Or maybe 2014. I don't
14.
know. Yeah, it was
2-year anniversary.
I think it was 14 too. Okay. Here's from the. Let me scroll down. You can see it on the screen too. 2 cars hit as multiple gunmen opened fire after unidentified protesters hit. Several people armed with guns are now believed to have fired multiple shots outside a protest on West Florissant Avenue last night. No one was injured from the gunfire. However, police say 2 cars were hit by many of the bullets coming from different directions. Police are now following leads and contacting local hospitals in search of the man injured during the accident that sparked the violent ordeal. The investigation into what happened continues today as Ferguson police continue looking for suspects, and the man hit by a car driven by an African-American woman happened Tuesday night just after dark on West Florissant, where 75 to 100 people were protesting. Police say a protester ignored several warnings about blocking West Florissant by standing in the street. I'm shocked they didn't follow the directives of the police officer. That is just amazing shock to me. At one point, the man was standing in the middle of the busy street when he was hit by a car coming southbound on West Florissant. Within seconds, police say there was gunfire coming from different directions aimed at the female driver's Chevy Impala. Hey, I got a Chevy Impala. The driver was not hit. However, the car was struck numerous times. Just lucky it didn't get blasted, basically. Who the fuck could blame her? This is Seattle again. She was fleeing for her life from a terrorist lynch mob trying to kill her. Yeah, I can't blame her either. Investigators now say a second car was caught in the blaze of gunfire when it was also hit several times. So yeah, and if you watch the video, it's one of the funniest videos I've seen in a while. Let me see. Is this it? This is it in the article, right? Yeah, this shit's so funny. Hold on, I'm about to play it. You guys won't be able to hear it, but the video will be able to. Here we go. Oh shit. This dude gets absolutely. Oh god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You're
Wow.
a terrible human being.
Man, I think we need to see that one more time. Actually, it doesn't take that long. Let's rerun that. Re-rack
Play
it.
it.
I'm
No,
just
God!
laughing at your reaction.
No.
I'm just laughing at your reaction.
Re-rack it. Play it again. I won't play it the third time, even though I should. So yeah, this idiot is standing in the middle of a busy intersection. He looks black as night, darkness, standing in the middle of the street, darker than Wesley Snipes. and he got hit. So, I mean, and then the funny part is they immediately run up and like scoop this guy up off the ground, which is what you're absolutely not supposed to do. If somebody gets hit by a car or something, you're supposed to wait and let the medical professionals come and stabilize their injuries before you just pick them up off the ground. Their broken neck just fucking slanging everywhere and shit. Like that's not a good plan for a good path to recovery there. So you might want to do that. Future BLM, if you're listening to this, don't pick your retarded friends up off the ground after they get hit by a car. Let them wait for the EMS to show up. If they So yes, what how did you catch this story? Why don't you tell the people? Somebody told me the other day, what about the human aspect? How did you find this story, Seattle?
Oh, I didn't find it. Like it was where
Mr.
did Medicare that.
Oh, okay. Well, you
Mr.
still
Medicare.
I mean, you still
Well, yeah.
Where did you
whoever
receive the blessing from? Where did you see this?
I think it was in your Slack. Somebody put it in your Slack.
What Slack?
It's probably Beagle.
I hate that Slack. I hate Slack technology. I can't fuck with
Yeah, it's
Slack.
probably Mr. Beagle.
Yeah. The Battle Beagle is pretty good.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's probably what it was. Or whoever it was, thanks. I don't know.
Do you have any sympathy for this guy that got clocked by the car? Should he get a settlement from the government? You think he's going to try to get a settlement check?
Well, see, that wasn't even the first story, because the first story was about that, but then this story was, we found out that it was a black woman, so this was actually the update.
Oh, this is a full new update article.
Yeah.
I thought you just updated the other article.
I think he tweeted out the other one, but this one they reprinted.
I see.
I don't know. It's no surprise to me that there's.
Dude, stop fucking hollering!
Well, I mean, this what happened here is, well, or what the police are saying, the woman said happened is that she was looking at the protest on the side of the road,
right,
and she didn't see the guy standing in the middle of the road,
and then just rammed right into him.
I feel like that video looks like she almost sped up. Like she was like, I really.
Well, she did after she hit him, because what happened was the crowd is really big, and there were more people up ahead that rushed in and stopped her, and she actually had to throw her car into reverse to escape, because the mob was trapping her in, and then they started shooting at her after they trapped her in. I mean, that's what happened.
That's fucking scary.
The cops don't have any problem with her, so she's not going to get charged at all. The cops are looking for the guy that she hit.
Wait, they still haven't found this guy?
No.
Where do you think he is?
You just read the article, didn't you?
But I mean, he took quite. I guess I didn't register that he was missing. Did I? I guess I read it and it just didn't register. Wait, this guy's still missing?
Yeah, that's what the article's about, man.
Jesus. I mean, well, maybe he's laid up. He might be dead by now. What the fuck, dude? Like,
he probably is.
He got seriously fucking pegged, dude. Like, that was not a light blow. Like, that was a serious lick right there. That wasn't like, oh, I just got grazed by a vehicle. That was like, I just got popped by somebody going like 50, 60 miles an hour. That thud was that's not a good sound. So, I guess it just didn't register that this guy was still at large.
You got like it was.
I mean, if
shin bone popping out.
I mean, if he's still out there, I mean, please seek medical attention, sir. I don't think your life's worth it, man.
Well, that's why they're looking for him in the hospitals.
Well, I didn't realize. All right, we have more though. What about the Google censoring? Why don't you fill us in on that so I don't have to?
Well, I mean, after that happened, after I seen the video when Mr. Medicare tweeted it out, I went searching for it, and I searched for Black Lives Matter on Google News. And I didn't see nothing, but then I eventually found some stories by searching for like some more specific terms for like Black Lives Matter Ferguson or something, and then I could find it, or or Black Lives Matter, if I put other terms with it, it would show up. So it was just censoring just that one specific search.
A little Google
in this instance, because they do it different ways. They have different levels of censorship. They do it that way, but then, as we'll get into it in a minute, they do it a different way as well.
Now, why do you think? What would be their motivations to censor this article?
They just didn't really want people seeing it, I guess, because it makes Black Lives Matter look like violent people that don't really respect lives.
Now, has Google officially backed?
Black
Have they officially backed Black Lives Matter? It seems like they've done something in conjunction with Black Lives Matter, but I can't recall for sure. So I'm not 100%.
Yeah, they just officially did it like a month ago.
Yeah, it seems like they put out some kind of cartoon or something. I don't know. It seems like
they went all in on them a month ago, but I think it was right before they released their new list of platform demands. Because now it's nuts. But they've gone all in.
Reparations, yeah. They went full Marx. Karl Marx.
Well, it's not just Marx. It's there's a new term for what they are. This is a new form, dude. This is anarcho-tyranny, because they want anarchy for them, but they want like everyone else to fund them and pay for everything for them.
All right, let me read some of that story. Busted. Google News caught censoring stories about Ferguson Black Lives Matter shooting. Earlier today, I wrote about the shooting at a Black Lives Matter protest in Ferguson that happened last night after they formed a lynch mob to chase down a driver. When I wrote the story, I was having a hard time finding sources, even though there's many out there. That's because Google News was hiding the story. Let me explain. When using Google News searches for desktop browsers, it gives the option to sort the results by date. Using this option, it's supposed to bypass all the Google algorithms, easy for me to say, that rank stories by relevancy. All articles from sources that have been pre-approved by Google are supposed to show up in the Google News chronological feed, if the search terms are present. Of course, not all news sites, including this one, are approved by Google News to take part in their feed. By the way, I have applied for Google News status, but they rejected me, cocksuckers. And that's fine. That's their prerogative, and that's not what this post is about. It should be, though. Fuck y'all. Y'all should put me in the feed. Anyway, the problem that I found is that while using come on, look at some of the sites in the Google News feed. Seriously, this is such bullshit. I've seen Mary Sue's in there. There's some other fucking sites that you're just like,
Jezebel.
Wait, hold on. If they can get in there, why the fuck can I not get in there? This is some horse shit. Anyway, let's continue. The problem that I found is that while using the chronological listing feature, searching for the terms Black Lives Matter yields a huge gap in story listings. The stories about the shooting last night are omitted from the feed, yet when searching for the terms Black Lives Matter Ferguson, all the articles about the shooting are magically present in the feed. Here's an image showing the chronological news search for the terms Black Lives Matter. Notice how the gap in the posting time of the stories jumps from 6 to 9 hours. In contrast, here's an image showing the chronological search results for the term Black Lives Matter Ferguson. Notice that when the search included the term Ferguson, all of the inconvenient stories about the shooting are present.
Did you say turd Ferguson?
Yes, I did.
I think you did, man.
Hey, fuck off. There's like 5 typos in this that I've read through, by the way, that I'm going to have to go fix now. But if we want to make fun of my subpar reading on this article. Normally, I search Google News for BLM stories religiously, but because of their censorship, I never would have even found the story to write about if it wasn't for people talking about it on Twitter. I was only able to find the stories because I knew it went down in Ferguson. I had to do a very specific search for the stories to start coming up, but many other journalists probably will never find out about the shooting because they were depending on Google News to give them every story, uncensored. Journalists expect to be able to search for the term Black Lives Matter and have it pull up all the stories with those terms, uncensored. The only conclusion I can reach is that Google News is manually curating their chronological news feed for the Black Lives Matter search and is outright censoring stories that damage the progressive narrative. We all know that Google has publicly given to support the Black Lives Matter in the last month, so this outright censorship to protect the narrative should be no surprise. It should also be no surprise that Google and the Obama administration have an incestuous revolving door relationship wherein there have been 250 occurrences of Obama employees joining Google or vice versa. And yeah, that's very true. Basically Google works hand in fist with the Obama administration. They're top people. So, yeah, that's basically the story. There's more, but I'm tired of reading. So, but that wasn't the only Google censorship story. You also did something on Google censoring a Trump story.
Yeah, and that one is doing very well on the Donald. It's the second highest post there right now. Actually, let's see what it's at right now.
Why don't you check it live? Well, it won't be live when people see this, but... Nora, what are your thoughts about what I just said?
I completely agree with everything.
Is that right?
100%.
Ooh, it might be the highest now. It's 36.43.
Pardon me?
What?
Seattle?
Oh, he was telling the score on the Donald.
I said
So
that
it got up to what, number 2 on the Donald subreddit?
Nice.
might be number 1 now. It's 36.43. What's
That's-
the other? What's number 1? Hit the top.
Who do you need to assassinate to get to the top of this?
What? Let's not. Don't talk about that. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh,
You know,
Okay.
Alex, dude,
You're gonna get Seth
InfoWars,
Rich.
speaking of that, InfoWars is on Google News.
Cool.
I've seen their shit on there. How come, what is the deal? Why can I not get on there?
right?
No, we're still number 2.
strong-worded.
We're still number 2 because the other one's at 38.
I think I'm going to write a strongly worded letter.
You should.
With proper
Number
English.
1 is rare photo of the Fresh Prince of Iran ready to cleanse some Republican infidels.
The Fresh Prince of Iran.
Hashtag just jihadi things.
Who's the
Yeah, it's what because Will Smith said that America needs to be cleansed of the Trump
Yeah.
supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now, what does that mean exactly, do you think? Ethnic cleansing or like, genocide or...
Ideological
Yeah.
cleansing. Dude, these progressives are violent as fuck, bro.
Re-education camps. Even worse than the
Not
schools
even that. They
have
want
now.
to. They want to kill us now. They're done with that. They want to go full Pol Pot.
They just want to jump right over. They just want to jump right over the re-education camps.
They
and
want to
just-
go full Pol
kill
Pot.
us.
I see. I mean, maybe. Some of these people, I used to would think that would be absurd, but
Yeah.
I've seen some full Pol Pot motherfuckers rolling around Twitter.
Dude, yesterday in right, I think North Jersey, an old guy, 62-year-old guy, got beat with a crowbar for wearing a Donald Trump shirt by a bunch of black people. Like,
Yeah, I don't wear my Trump. I don't wear my Trump shit out.
These people don't care. I wear my hat
Nah.
every once in a while.
I ain't trying to
but,
have to
like,
shoot a
Dude,
dude.
it's dangerous out there, man.
My town's
It's dangerous.
90%. My town's 90% white.
Yeah, go
so if I
roll
stay-
around South
that-
Richmond.
that-
Go roll around South Richmond with
That black guy that black dude just got shot. The black Trump supporter, he
Yeah.
got shot. Another dude just got beat with a crowbar. That's in like the last week.
Imagine, and again, I know everyone does this, but you flip it. Imagine if it was like a Hillary supporter getting shot and beaten with crowbars. I mean, you wouldn't. It would be all over the place, nonstop. Donald Trump's inciting violence. And it's fucking,
No, but the news is the
Ugh.
ones that created this problem.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones calling him Hitler.
so they feel morally justified. So in the people's eyes that are shooting the Trump supporters, they're going, "I'm shooting a Nazi. It's okay then," because the news says so.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're getting their justification for doing it. This is fine.
I mean, it sounds cliche, but these people are absolutely fucking brainwashed.
Well, if they're beating up someone because they like an orange billionaire, that's pretty brainwashed. That's pretty. I want to beat the shit out of you because you like an old billionaire who's running for president. Now I'm going to beat the shit out of you because he says mean things periodically. You fucking nuts, man. They are brainwashed. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Now, what about? Let's talk about this real quick. Seattle, you also wrote about a Black Lives Matter thing. I think it was in Detroit, where some people got out of hand. I guess I could read some of this. Let's see how long it is. Yeah, it's not that long.
Wait.
Well, I guess I'll jog your
yeah.
memory when I read it.
Yeah.
Eating their own, Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter sending death threats to the leader of the BLM rally, which is that's pretty funny, let's face it. A couple of days ago, I wrote about one of the funniest stories I've ever read. A Black Lives Matter rally in Detroit was interrupted by a black thief who snatched the Cartier sunglasses off one of the Black Lives Matter members' face and ran off. BLM members chased the thief, who subsequently brandished a handgun and started shooting at the 75-plus members of BLM as he ran in an attempt to scare them off. The BLM rallygoers were not deterred by the thief shooting at them and proceeded to chase him down and hold the thief until police arrived and were able to arrest him. In my original article on this, then I pointed to the high levels of irony involved in the incident. Here we have a group of anti-police thugs calling on the police to help arrest a black man after violently holding him against his will. Apparently, the irony was not lost on the black community in Detroit either, who have now turned against the pastor who organized the rally, which was not meant to be a protest but a peace rally, and are now threatening to kill both him and his family. The reason for the death threats is because the thief was apparently roughed up by the BLM members who had just been shot at. The blacks in Detroit have officially jumped the shark at this point and are now eating their own. Shots fired during a Black Lives Matter rally in Detroit. Some of those activists gave chase, tracking down the suspect and holding him to the police for rob. This is an excerpt from another article you scoured. Jeffrey Grady, 21, was on the ground after being taken down by a crowd, allegedly stealing these Cartier sunglasses off a man's face and firing a gun during a rally Saturday afternoon. Pastor Maurice Hardwick was leading the rally on Liver Noir? Not sure. And on Facebook Live when the shooting started. The rally was supposed to support living in peace and Black Lives Matter, but now Pastor Mo says lives are being threatened and it's personal. Because they shoved him on the ground, they're upset with me, Hardwick said. They're upset with me and made a threat saying they're going to kill my children. Pastor Mo holds back tears as he talks about the threats against his family since Saturday's takedown of the suspected thief. You disrespect me like this, telling me you're going to shoot at my church and I can't go out and do ministry anymore? Hardwick said, how dare you? Pastor Mo says his church on Puritan Street was empty on Sunday, and it appears some are very upset with him with how far that suspect was manhandled Saturday, and others are just afraid for their safety after the death threats. When a man is told they're going to kill you, they're going to catch you at church, they're going to catch you at a rally and find you and shoot you and your family, said Reverend W.J. Rock.
It's not funny. It's not funny, though. It's not funny.
His name is W.J. Rideout. Reverend W.J. Rideout.
This story is.
You think his name? No,
funny,
wait a
though.
minute. Do you think his name is really Rideout, or did he change his name to?
It's like
Rideout?
Creflo Dollar.
His name is not fucking Rideout, dude. That's fucking
This
ghetto.
is fucked. This story is so fucked up.
He didn't-
This guy tried. This guy's a good guy. He's not one of the crazy Black Lives Matter guys.
He was born W.J.
not-
Rideout.
Oh, First of all, you have to look at these guys were not blocking the road. This was a rally, not a protest. It was a peace rally. He was trying to do good for his neighborhood. This wasn't a crazy guy, okay?
Pastor Mo and his assistant, Reverend W.J. Rideout, are not going to stand for this, and we're here today to say enough is enough. I had members who left my ministry, Hardwick said, who told me your life is under threat and you need to get out of town. I can't come around you no more. Wow, I honestly feel bad for the guy. I mean, say what you want about Black Lives Matter, but the specific event he organized seemed like a positive rally. They weren't blocking highways and looking to agitate. It honestly seems like the guy organized the rally to promote peace in his community, both between blacks and police and between blacks in general. It wasn't an anti-cop rally, but a pro-peace rally. And just because they caught some thug who literally tried to kill him, this pastor's being chased out of town and the lives of his family are being threatened. This is just more evidence that Black Lives Matter is nothing but an anti-police terrorist group. They don't want justice. They don't want peace. All they want is for black criminals to roam free so they can kill other blacks. Black lives clearly don't matter to Black Lives Matter. They'll even threaten to kill their own leaders if they show any leniency towards police or the slightest promotion of peace, law, and order.
You were really putting that accent on thick there, weren't you?
What accent? What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, what
That's his
accent?
normal voice.
Yeah, what
No, it wasn't. When he's reading the quote from the pastor, it was not.
Pastor Mo.
Terrible.
W.J. Rideout. I'm going to change my
No,
name from Ralph to
I
Rideout.
agree with.
I'm going to
I
be
agree
Ethan
with
Rideout.
Shadow. I feel really bad for this guy. And no, Ethan, you're not changing.
Yes, I
your
am.
name.
You're going to be Nora Rideout when we get married. That's what I want your last name to be.
No, we're not.
I want my children to be named Rideout. That's what I want.
Dude, it's not even they're just trying to kill him. His whole church
They
has
threatened
turned
his
against
family,
him.
too.
They didn't even show up on
kids.
Sunday. They didn't even show up on the Sunday
His
service.
church
His whole
is just
church
like-
turned against
They're
him.
like,
dude.
I'm not
That's a
getting
big
shot.
thing for black people, like not
The
showing
black
up.
community there, his whole community, they excommunicated him, dude.
Nah, man.
They're telling him he needs to get out of town.
Nah.
That's why they're saying they're going to kill
Is
his
it
family
time to go
unless they
set
get
up
out of
ministry somewhere else, or would you stay there and fight it?
They're trying to kill
town.
your
Dude,
kids?
Nah.
I mean, I think I'd probably go outside.
he needs to bounce. Honestly.
Get out.
You know what I mean? Nah.
He needs to bounce. Let's face it. I thought you might say stand and fight. Why don't you fight this? And Sal's just like, nah. He needs to bounce. This is not tenable.
Pull the police out of Detroit.
I mean, as soon as someone goes, "I'm going to kill your family," it's sort of like,
Yeah.
and they're in your face saying that kind of shit. It's like, oh, you know what? I have some laundry I need to put away. It's about to rain. Like, fucking grab your shit and go. Like, I can't even.
Yeah, it's not just like some Arab on like Twitter from Kuwait saying it. You know, it's like you said, the people in your face that have the ability and the capabilities to actually kill your family.
These dudes are in Detroit too. They won't hesitate to lay a motherfucker down. That's how they roll. They might find this dude dead for real. I mean, I know we're joking about it, but if they found this dude dead a couple weeks from now, I wouldn't be that shocked. Like, that's how they roll. So, what else do we got? Okay, we had a discussion. How about this? We had a discussion before the first half of this that actually got erased by accident because my computer is fucking up and I have to reinstall Windows, but that's a whole nother story. But we had a discussion about Popeye the Sailor Man being the first SJW cartoon. What did you have to say about that, Seattle?
I don't know. Just like you were talking about Popeye, I was like, because you were talking about how ugly she was, and I was like, you know what? When you really think about it, Popeye was the first social justice cartoon because it was this burly motherfucker that was a badass with this ugly ass janky.
She was not ugly. That's fucking bullshit.
Olive Oil was ugly.
She was janky.
She was ugly as sin.
No, she was
yeah,
not.
she was ugly.
Hold on. You know what? This is all bullshit. He was smart. No, he wasn't smart. He was really stupid, but he was really
Popeye's
strong.
ugly as fuck too. Let's face it.
Yeah.
But so is he was big and burly though. He could have got some hot pussy. I mean, he didn't have
I
to.
think he only had one eye though.
Oh, sorry.
But you know what?
know,
Like,
you know,
I'm
there's
sorry.
a-
It's not
there's
just
a
about
Popeye.
looks. It's not just about looks. She was a very intelligent young lady. You know.
Are you trying to tell me something that's not just about
He
looks?
was always getting into some trifling ass trouble.
Yeah, but imagine a woman that's actually gonna put up with that kind of shit. Like a dude always getting in trouble.
Whatever. He was saving her. She was trying to sell pussy to Bluto that whole time.
No,
and he
she
had
was not. He kept kidnapping her.
Nah,
That's
she was
fucking
selling
bullshit.
pussy. You know she was
No,
selling
she
pussy.
was not. He was kidnapping her. What the fuck, man? Like,
No, Popeye was white knighting for her. Popeye was white knighting for what's that guy? The guy with the hamburgers, Wimpy. Like he's always getting him out of trouble because
Yeah, it's like, what?
He owed
he's
money.
a good guy. He wants to help you.
Is that the dude who would say, "I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today" or whatever?
Yeah, that's him.
Fucking mooching ass motherfucker.
Social justice.
Now I want a
No,
hamburger.
Stuff for free.
Stop it. No.
Put hamburgers on credit.
And Ghostbusters is losing. Like social justice is losing.
Dude, the right for torts on the
We're
rise.
smashing
Social
these
justice
dudes.
is
We're
fucking
smashing these dudes.
falling.
And then one other thing I want to talk about. This morning on Twitter, I went to do autocomplete Black Lives Matter, and it wouldn't autocomplete Black Lives Matter anymore. The only autocomplete for that term at all was it went to Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. I think it was Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. It was really long.
Yeah.
It was like Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group or something.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't
what's exact-
autocompleting the other day, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But...
What's the exact one? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, so, but I tweeted it out. It got like 30 retweets because I said I think someone just went rogue, and I took a screenshot of it. Like, you should find that tweet, man, because it's crazy.
It's Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. Is the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, and that was what it auto completed. That was the only thing that auto completed. That happened in real life, and then it switched back later. Now it auto completes Black Lives Matter with the little fist bump thing, like with the Black Power
they'll
thing.
never take the little gay emoji away from them, probably.
No, but I mean now it's doing it like it used to. Like it's promoting Black Lives Matter, and it's not promoting anything else that makes fun of Black Lives Matter. But I think someone in Twitter, an employee, went rogue and switched it to that. To like, they're just like, fuck this, dude.
I'm not sure if rogue or what, but I did notice that it hasn't been auto-completing even the other day.
Twitter's probably searching for who did that to try and find him.
All right, Nora, got anything else?
Me?
You know what? I should probably write an article about that now that I think about it, because it wasn't just me that saw it. Like there was a lot of witnesses. Like everyone was doing it.
Yeah, I have a screenshot. It's I just read it. Yeah, absolutely.
100 people probably did it and verified it at least. So.
Nora, you're gonna be on the Kill stream with us Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right?
Do I have a choice, my love?
Not really.
Well, I'll be there then, won't I?
Yes, that will be the 40th edition of the Kill stream. I hope to see all of you there. I'm going to try to put together a show this week, actually, instead of just doing it off the cuff, but we'll see how that...
Well, because it's finally at your age, isn't it?
Oh, motherfucker. I am not 40, you motherfucker.
No, he's 42, actually.
You son of a bitch. I could make a joke about you being young, but it'll just make me look bad. Although some people think it's pretty cool to be with a 19-year-old, so
those people
I happen to be one of them.
I would hope you think it's cool because it's not gonna change until December.
I always say this old corny Jerry Lawler joke because I love it, and it's you're only as old as the women you feel, and I'll keep repeating that because it cracks me up. On that note, thank you, Ian Erickson from NewMediaCentral.net.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you, Shadow for Truth, the one and only, man. You've been killing it this week. You've been killing it.
Yeah. I'm like, seriously, it's messed up that Google is like censoring so many stories in so many different ways, and Twitter's doing it too. I mean, I have an article published about that by a fucking think tank. That shit's all verified by fucking lawyers and shit. You know what I mean?
It's only
like,
gonna get worse.
This is real shit. Like,
I was talking to Baring about this. Last week? I guess it was last week. Today. And it's like, yeah, a lot of these people are getting made into media stars.
Out of their own mouths, dude.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, they're getting made into media stars. People like Baring and Sargon, like, getting their own platforms, me even. But how far can it go once they start kicking us off? You know?
Well, they can't go after us all. I think. I don't know.
I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do.
Win.
They're going to pick off more extreme people like Mala, people who go, like, you know, just provocateurs, just for provocateurs' sake, who say outrageous shit. They're going to pick those people off and kick them off and be like, hey, we're doing something. But some people who play it a little more safe, they'll probably let hang around. And since those people are dependent on these platforms for their money, you know, most of them are going to stay. I mean, me included. I can't even say anything. You know what? I'm here on YouTube right now. I'm on Twitter every day.
Yeah, but you're not really out trolling people on Twitter.
No, you know, a little bit, but I try to keep it, you know, I don't really tag a lot of people with trolling and shit like that because I already know that's how you get banned right there. So I'll still talk shit, but if I say something, you know, wild or like controversial, I try not to tag people with it. So that's just me. I need that account, man.
Well, I've been suspended and you haven't, so I would love to.
I've had my account locked like 4 times though, so.
Yeah, but I didn't even have that. I just got suspended.
I haven't had it locked since like January or something though, so. All right, well we'll see. I'm sure I'll get banned soon enough. We'll do a show about that when
it happens.
When I get banned by Twitter. So.
But in the meantime, man, we just got reprinted on InfoWars and Prison Planet, so that's pretty damn cool. And he retweeted out the article.
Dude,
he started retweeting out a few of our articles, and he followed you. So
yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Paul Joseph Watson, yeah, he's pretty cool.
They linked us in the Gateway Pundit the other day. They linked us in the American Mirror, I believe. Yep. Like something like that. A
lot of people have been showing us some love. I gained like 250 followers. It's been good, man. We're getting the message out there for sure. So.
Well, they linked me writing on your site.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah, that's right. They linked. They pretty much did the whole article today. They didn't even just link a quote. So.
Yeah, but that I'm like, they just published the whole damn article. They didn't have permission to do that. But I'm not tripping about it too much because they could have. What usually happens? What a lot of people do is they'll just steal the story with no attribution. So that's what they could have done. So they showed some love. So
yeah, I don't care. I've done shit like that before. You know, you really don't. You can do that. Anybody can do that, really. Now, usually they don't.
He was just trying to send the signal that he likes what we're doing. I think that's what.
Yeah, dude, we got a ton of hits from their site, so it's fun. Like just getting our name out on a huge. You know, that site's like a top 200 site in the fucking world. So Yeah, that's great. I don't give a fuck. Take a couple more articles. Shit. Take as many as you want. Really,
we're really getting into the brand out there in the conservative blogosphere.
Yeah,
like we're getting
y'all
some
can
brand
take whatever you
recognition
want. If you're listening,
with those people. So I mean, De La Caller follows you, I believe. I mean, sometimes they pick up some of
the Daily Caller watches us. I know that.
They've done that a few. They've done that a few times, and
By the way, I've taken some shit. The Daily Caller's got a cool like news foundation thing, so I can reprint some of that stuff too.
I blew up that. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I blew up that story about Jesse Ben, the guy in Huffington Post, writing to get to kill Trump supporters or whatever, to beat them up and stuff. So that story got into the mainstream. That was on Fox and everything. Like I've injected, and they're talking about he talked about diazepam on Fox. Sean Hannity did, and he read our ours.
I mean, I've known that a lot of
people. He read it.
A lot of people have seen.
He read it. He couldn't cite. He couldn't.
Some people in Washington, some elected officials have even seen this article. He
couldn't. You cite us though, and I don't blame him. He doesn't need to cite us as a source. He's
just saying it. Yeah, he's not gonna cite.
At least he got it out there, dude. So that's
the point is we're making moves. We're gonna continue to make moves. We're gonna have...
So many people have been talking about that diazepam thing, and that wasn't only us. Okay, I mean, Cerno was really behind that, and Paul Joseph Watson. It's like we're all working together. Okay, like
fucking Suicide Squad on these motherfuckers.
No, yeah, we're all fucking. This is what I say. It's war, man. This is war, dude. And we're all working together, dude. We all got to put aside our little squabbles and fucking
put aside the squabbles. It's only 3 more months. Let's finish strong, no matter what happens.
This is what Jim was talking about. Attack.
We gotta finish strong, dude. If Trump loses, okay, he loses, but we need to make sure that nothing was left on the table. Like, we need to go all out. So, on that note, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for listening. Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Kill Stream. It will be the 40th edition. Please join us, and I hope I'll see you then. I'll probably have another video too before then, but I'm going to pimp this a few times before it goes off. So, on that note, farewell.